Pakistani chopper violated the Indian airspace along the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir state of India on September 30th. This turned out to be another attempt of Pakistan to provoke India. Newsweek South Asia takes a look.
The Poonch sector of India's Jammu and Kashmir saw another violation by Pakistan, this time in the form of airspace violation. A white Pakistani helicopter was seen entering the Indian airspace and the proof was released soon by the Indian army before Pakistan would again return to the old game of denial of the facts. Jammu-based Army Public Relations Officer Lieutenant Colonel Devinder Anand said that the helicopter violated the airspace around 12:10. Poonch is a known infiltration route and hence this misadventure of Pakistan is seen by many as nothing short of a provocation by Pakistan.
This is the second time that this incident happened, that a Pakistani aircraft, it crossed the LOC and came into the Indian territory. And it came much into the Indian territory, about 10 kilometers into the territory. Now you see, this Pakistan might have done with probably three possibilities I can see here. The first possibility is it might have crossed the LOC by mistake, which I don't see that as a possibility. The second possibility might be that due to the strong answer given by Mrs. Sushma Swaraj at the United Nations to Pakistan and how India has proven that Pakistan is a terror country, Pakistan probably might have got angry, irritated, or it might have lost its head, due to which it crossed over and it was flying its aircraft in the Indian territory. The third possibility might be that there are about more than 250 terrorists waiting at the launch pads to cross the LOC and probably to see new routes from where these terrorists can infiltrate into India. This aircraft might be flying. India retaliated, but then it should have shot down this Pakistan aircraft which crossed the LOC.
Officials said that while the helicopter crossed into the Indian airspace and hovered over there for some time before turning back, three forward posts fired small arms after noticing airspace violations. Interestingly, the chopper was carrying none other than the so-called Prime Minister of Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, Raza Farooq Haider.
It is a big possibility that there are about more than 250 terrorists waiting at the launch pads to cross the LOC and enter into India, because they want to do it so that before the winter sets in and before the snowfall begins, the passes are open and they want to enter into India before the passes get closed after snowfall. And that is why probably this aircraft entered into the country to find out new passes in case these passes get closed due to early snowfall. And that is why probably this aircraft was carrying out a surveillance at the LOC to see where pockets can be identified from where these terrorists can enter into the country.
Haider claimed that the chopper in which he was travelling was very close to the LOC but within Pakistan's airspace. Talking to a Pakistani newspaper, Dawn, Haider said the incident took place at around 12:10 p.m. on Sunday. Haider added that he was travelling with two ministers and his personal staff officer in a civilian white-coloured aircraft when it was attacked near Abbaspur village. He said that military helicopters on both sides intimate each other before flying according to the standard operating procedure.
The Prime Minister of Pak-occupied Kashmir being in the aircraft and he declaring that I was in the aircraft, what did he wanted exactly to convey to India? Basically, if he wants to convey to India that POK and LOC is our own part and that is why I was there in the aircraft and I crossed over, then I should say that POK is India's part and Kashmir is the integral part of our country. So we should annex POK and the entire Kashmir should come under India. The second thing is that by declaring this, is he giving an indication that probably this aircraft had come for surveillance and had India shot it down, Pakistan would have cried aloud in the world that look, they have killed the Prime Minister of Pak-occupied Kashmir. So both these things should be looked at, and there is no business of Prime Minister of Pakistan to enter into the Indian territory, cross the LOC and come into India. You declaring that it was me in the aircraft, what do you want to show? You want to show your bravery that you crossed the LOC and came inside, and yet the Indians didn't shoot you. Was this your intention? So the intention of he declaring is exactly not known, but then all these intentions, whatever it may be, the fact remains that you had crossed a country's LOC, which was not proper. Had we shot you down, then the result would have been much grave.
Raja Farooq Haider belongs to Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz and have in recent past vent anger at the Pakistani agency ISI, in which he once even threatened to leave Pakistan due to the negligence of Kashmiri's sentiment. Earlier this year, in the month of February, a Pakistani military helicopter had flown dangerously close to the line of control in Poonch area of Jammu Kashmir. The incident was cited as a breach of a bilateral agreement inked in 1991. Poonch also turns out to be an area where the surgical strikes were launched 2 years ago, and ever since reports of the terrorist bases being set up again, the Indian security forces have decided not to take any chances.